Alright, here we go, boys. We are going to start on the auto to 5-speed conversion. I was able to go to the junkyard and I picked myself up some pedals. Also, I made sure to get some that were, still pretty good shape. So there are a few guys that switch out their conversions and they don't do the brake and acceleration pedal. You don't really have to if you don't want to, but this pedal here on the brake side is a lot different from the automatic, as you guys can see there. Even the bends and the way it sits in there, it's a lot different. So a lot of guys would tell you you only need the clutch pedal. That's fine, but if you want to do it correctly, I would use both. So real easy pickup at the junkyard. They came out to about 40 bucks. You guys can also purchase them on eBay if you're lucky enough to find you a set. That way you don't have to go through the trouble of taking them out. But the reason why I took them out myself is because I needed the hardware and I wanted to make sure I picked out a pretty good set. Alright, so you don't have to take your dash out, but I will be taking my dash out since I already started. Alright, so this is what I was able to do so far. Getting out the pedals is going to be a little bit easier than it was at the junkyard due to me taking out the whole dash. Also, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna take out all the sound deadening from the back. I went ahead and took off the AC condenser, the heater core box, and the fan, since I don't plan on driving this car on the street. So this is able to give me a little bit of weight reduction, which is what I was looking for, and at the same time I'm gonna be able to work up here real nice and smooth. Still gotta get this piece out right here. All I did was cut so I wouldn't have to unbolt the harness or anything else. Everything, as you guys can see, real nice and clean. Just have to get those plugs out where the clutch master cylinder will go, and I'm gonna show you guys how I do that. Real easy. You just push those out, and that's where you guys will mount the pedal and the clutch master. I'm gonna clean up a little bit under here and then show you guys when the pedals are in there. Alright, so here we go. I did get the 5-speed pedal assembly in, and I did run into one thing after I installed it. Is gonna be your brake sensor. Make sure you guys keep your brake sensor off of your original pedal assembly, because I figured out that the reason why this sensor is different, the automatic is asking for the brake to be activated before it's put in park or drive, whatever you guys want to do with it or call it. So real simple, all you got to do is take off the sensor from the old assembly, from the automatic assembly, put it on the 5-speed. That way you guys don't have to rewire anything. And yeah. Also guys, don't forget, we are still giving away the K24 shifter plate. I know in the original video where all you guys have to do is subscribe and comment done, I said that it doesn't work for EK, but I meant to say I'm just not using it for my EK build, because on the EK builds you can actually mount your shifter cable without, your shifter, without having to buy the plate or cutting. It's not the best, most professional way to do it, but because this is a budget build, it doesn't matter to me, and I'm gonna mount it right on top of the chassis right here. So I am giving away this shifter plate. It does fit EG, EK, and Integra DC. It's all complete, brand new in the box, and I am giving this away to all the subscribers. That way we kind of make this channel fun and interesting. So you guys make sure you guys comment and subscribe. Go back, find the video of the giveaway K24 shifter plate. All you have to do is comment done to enter, and as soon as we reach 500 subscribers, we will be announcing the winner. Alright, here we go guys. I did get my shifter cables and my shifter in the mail. So You guys can go get this set up at the junkyard. If you're lucky enough to find the RSX, I think you'll find it for about $60 to $75 at the junkyard. And I did try to look for them at the junkyard, couldn't find any. And what I did was I searched on eBay, and I was lucky enough to find a complete set. And when I mean complete set, the guy that was selling it was selling all the pins and everything you need to get them on here, which is what I was looking for. He also sent me all the pins and adapters that go to the transmission, because it takes 2 clips here. So I paid $95 for this ship to my house, so it was really worth it, because all the clips and brackets and everything that he sent everything was complete. So that's the route you guys want to go, because you guys don't want to skip out on any of the things you need that holds everything in place. All right, so real quick, before I do any type of installation, I do like to try to kind of fit with the OEM center console. It will work if you guys do it the way I'm gonna show you. You will save a little bit of money because you won't have to use the bracket, and you are able to keep the center console to kind of make it look clean. The shift boot's gonna go right over the shifter, so when you look at the car, it's not even gonna look like you messed with the shifting or anything that has to do with the shifter. So what I did was I just placed it on top of the tunnel and then put the cover back over it, and as you guys can see, it's gonna lean right up against the bracket all the way back. And right there where you see the white paint in the holes, well, I gotta scoot it over just a little bit, but I'm gonna center it real nice and clean, and then I'm gonna mark where I need to make the holes for my screws, and it's gonna mount right up to the chassis tunnel. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and show you guys what it looks like once it's in there. All right guys, here we go. Real simple and budget and cheap. Yeah, you guys can go out and buy the shifter plate kit and get that done real professionally. It lines up to these bolts, and then you could just screw it right in. But in my case, I want to keep my center console, I want to keep the shifter looking as stock as possible. So I've done the cutout in the past with the K24 shifter plate, but the shifter just sits a little bit way too low. And then with the shifter plate, to add the box correctly without having to do any cutting or any drilling, it just sits up a little bit too high to where you can't keep your center console. So with this way that I'm doing it, you're able to keep the center console and you're still able to attach the shifter box to the original tunnel. Now all I did was I got a pressure washer, a Loctite nut, and this screw here, and I got 4 of them. So as you guys can see, here's the RSX box. The screw, once it's nice and lined up, I'll show you guys, the screw will go right down in there, and I got them just the right length, just so when they go down into the tunnel, yeah, I'll have enough space to screw the pressure washer and the lock nut. So I'm gonna go ahead and install this. If you guys are just one man, what you guys want to do is on the top side, when you guys put your screw in there, just grab a vice grip and then have this hold this device grip, and then go under the car and tighten your lug nut, your lock nut. So yeah, I'll go ahead and install these and then show you guys what it looks like. All right boys, so here we go. We have the 6-speed shifter box and cables in. I also did the 5-speed 6-speed pedal conversion. All we're waiting for now is the S2000 clutch master, which we will be installing, as you guys can see here. If I can get this thing to focus. There it is. It's already took the plug out. Just have to install it, put the 2 screws on there, and the clutch pedal will be nice and tight in there. The brake and the throttle cable and throttle pedal are fully connected. I just gotta install this cable. I don't know if you guys know, but you can use the EK stock throttle cable, which I will be using. That's what the stock console looks like. We won't be able to be using the stock cup holder because it's going to be in the way, but this will be working as far as the stock shift boot with the RSX shifter box. So yeah guys, this is a current situation we got going here. So I'm gonna be adding the dash back on there since we're done taking everything we need to take out of here. So yeah, comment, subscribe, let me know what you guys think, and we will continue this progress, and everything I do I will update you guys. Alright guys, real quick, this is what the shifter looks like after you guys put your console back in there. I've done this swap before, but the one I did before this one was a K20Z3, and the K20Z3 shifter box, you actually use a Honda Accord box, and that box fit perfect and it allowed me to fit my cup holders. But with the RSX box, it didn't allow me due to how extended the box is, which is no big deal. I'll probably just trying to find a custom cover for that so it doesn't look too open. I did go ahead and put my GSR shift knob on there and a GSR armrest handle I had laying around. Looks a little cleaner. I'll probably put this back to stock, but definitely the shift knob is one of my favorite upgrades. And there goes the pedals. That's what they look like now. So all we need is the S2000 clutch master. Add the line, the clutch line, which I have. And yeah, that'll be it. I'll keep you guys updated on the build.